Alright, guys, welcome back to another market update video. In this one, we will talk about the indices. We will also talk about the IT index towards the end, which has been setting up pretty nicely for a long move. So before starting with all that, if you are new here, make sure that you like and share, and also subscribe to the channel if you are not already subscribed, because that helps with notifying you guys of newer videos. All right. So Uh, so make sure that you're liking the video. All right. If you have any doubts, you can ask it in the comments as well. And uh, and for the analysis of the IT stocks, make sure that you are sticking around to the end. All right. So keeping that aside, let's begin with Nifty. So Nifty, if you see, there is a very solid base here in Nifty. So Nifty has returned back to this base. We have been talking about this base for a long time. All right. Nifty has pulled back to this base right here. The low of this base is around 19,300 on Nifty spot charts. If you see, look, if you have a look at this base, Nifty also went into this base on this day, all right. But obviously, you don't simply buy a dip into a base, all right. You will wait for some sort of a bullish structure to creep up here again, all right. So what happens is this tries to push lower, and then there is a good spike into this supply back up again. So there is definitely some demand around this area right here, around the lows. All right. So in Nifty, the long setup will be if it breaks out and if there is a pullback and it tries to go back up into this supply. All right. So in Nifty futures, if you see the volume structure here along with the price, there have been some big volume spikes on up days. All right. So if you see this up candle right here, there has been a big spike and price is staying above it. Again, there has been a big spike on this candle around the lows, and price is staying above this area. All right. So there is definitely some demand indication around this and this level in Nifty. So there's a solid chance that Nifty starts to creep back up to maybe 19,800 levels on the Nifty futures chart. All right. On the bottom side, the trend level is definitely now 19,400 on Nifty futures and 19,300 on Nifty spot. So if this breaks, I'm definitely going to stay away from any sort of longs in the coming near future. All right, let's have a look at Bank Nifty futures as well. The Bank Nifty futures has also come to this area of demand, which was the last swing, and then we are back inside this swing again. All right, so let's look at the hourly chart in Bank Nifty. The level here definitely is around 44,600. All right, on the chart here, the level is 44,600 on Bank Nifty. So so in Bank Nifty, if you see, if you look at the volume structure in Bank Nifty here, there has been a volume spike at on this candle here, which is a biggest spike in the recent after the recent fall. This is the biggest spike here, and Bank Nifty is starting to push up. Bank Nifty, there has been some solid volume pushes here as well, and the volume on this fall, where the fall happened in the last 3-4 hours of yesterday's Friday's trading. All right, you see this fall right here. The volume has been pretty significantly low. So judging from the volume structure around the lows here, there should be some chance of Bank Nifty pushing through on the upside. All right, so we'll have to see how it behaves around this major supply right here. But for now on, I will be not. I will be a bit cautious about taking any shorts in Bank Nifty. All right, on the daily chart also, structure hasn't broken yet. We are still quite. Uh, I mean, uh, comfortably bullish. All right, no 50 EMA has been broken yet. The demand zone hasn't been broken yet. We are still pretty bullish, right? So let's look at Nifty IT, because IT stocks are actually setting up very, very nicely, right? So IT stocks, after the big up move in IT stocks 2-3 weeks ago during the second week of July, there was a big spike in IT stocks here, and they pulled back to this demand very slowly, right? And now what is happening is, if you see very carefully, it has pulled back to this demand. There has been a reaction from the demand. Then there has been a pullback to the demand again. All right, and then there is an indication of a continuation move on the upside. All right, so here if you see, the structure looks something like this. There is a big breakout, which is this breakout right here. We pull back to the breakout completely, then we are setting up for another up move, something like this here. All right, so IT stocks, they are strong, but which are the stronger IT stocks? So the mid cap IT stocks like Coforge, if you see, Coforge is leading. IT index is somewhere here with respect to this base, but Coforge is already out of the base. All right, very much out of the base. So Coforge is leading, and something like Emphasis is leading here. All right, LTTS is also trying to break out of a bigger base right here. I think Naukri is also leading heavily. Already, Info Edge is already broken out here. So focus on these IT stocks, and the large cap IT stocks, they are still towards the lower part of this base. So the mid cap ITs clearly have some sort of an outperformance phase going on. All right, and the large cap IT stocks are still down. Infosys is actually still pretty much bearish. All right, so the mid cap IT stocks, and definitely there are a lot of non FNO IT stocks which you can look at, but definitely focus on mid cap ITs. All right, they are the ones to catch in this entire IT up move. All right, so let's have a look at Dow Jones as well, because some interesting developments have happened in Dow Jones. So we talked about this demand zone right here. It tested the demand zone, and there was a very nice spike in the first half of the trading session on Friday, right? But now it has broken down. So Dow Jones has broken the structure. All right, it has broken the structure. So any sort of up move in Dow Jones will be an opportunity to sell on rise until and unless this area of supply is taken out. All right, until and unless it's taken out, it will be an opportunity to sell on rise. So basically on Nifty, if you see, Nifty is setting up on the upside and Dow Jones is breaking down. So it's going to be a very interesting, and I expect a very interesting and volatile 2 3 weeks ahead, because there is being some sort of divergence in the global and the Indian markets. All right, so let's look at how everything turns out, and we will meet again in the next one. Till then, hopefully you have profitable trading sessions. All right, again, if you are not subscribed, make sure that you subscribe. If you have any doubts regarding the video, you can ask in the comments. I'll be happy to help out, and I'll see you guys again.